suit your sexuality enough, you'll get exactly what you want. However, there is a such thing as grasping someone's attention momentarily. And are they wrong if you grasp their attention momentarily? You tweak their interest momentarily? No, they're human. Just like you're human for doing it. Yet if you are wanting something different when you connect with people, you need to understand your persona, your frequency needs to be different. And when you realize that, you separate the two. Just out of self-love. Out of self-love. Nothing more. Nothing, not to esteem yourself better than anybody else. Not to say, oh, you have yet arrived because you wear cover-up clothes. Because you could wear covered-up clothes and your persona still be sexual and you still get ran through. And I don't mean that in the harshest way, but I need to stress that if you put off a sexual persona, people will just lay with you. Because they'll see that's all you wanted. And then if deep down inside you wanted more, you should have put on a different persona. And that's why it is vital to know the difference. I'm always using this term vital. Can't get away from it. It's like my best friend. And that's why it's vital. I feel like I covered enough in this. I could go on and on about the different emotions that come out of it. And we get tangled in the topic for days. However, I think I gave and deposited to you enough information for you to sit back and do some reflection time. Because your sexuality can get you spun into a very chaotic realm that you never wanted to be in. And so, after knowing your preference, still remaining your identity and what you want to convey to the world. And sometimes when you're fighting your preference and who you really are, it leaks out. And due to social acceptance, stigmas, other people's opinions, you walk around in confusion, not knowing there can be a private part of you and there could be a public part of you. Everybody doesn't have to be privy to the private part of you. As long as you remain true to yourself and who you are, that's way more important. The private part of you doesn't have to be disclosed to the public. It doesn't. Not at all. And it's fine. It's actually healthy. It also shows that you have different chambers in your heart. You have associates. You have people that are friends. You have intimate lovers. And these different people have different chambers in your heart that you share with. You are not going to share everything with an acquaintance or a person you see cordially. Yet you may share some things with friends. Intimate lovers, you might share more. The chambers of your heart is your heart. And you need to understand that. I'm glad we dived into this topic, especially during the summertime when hormones is all out of control. When we're seeing things that stimulate us, smells and touching things. I'm glad we dived into this topic so we could remain emotionally sane. We could get back to being emotionally sane if we've been off. We could be our own check-in system. These things will occur. Lines will get blurred. But once you see them blurred, stop and start separating them. Whoa. I got sidetracked. Whoa. This is not what I intended. And it's all right to show off a well-chiseled body. If you working out here in the gym and you got muscles, it's all right to show it. It's all right to show a woman that take care and maintains her curves. You're not the devil for doing it. In excess, though, you need to check what you're really trying to send out and what's really the problem. Are you attention seeking? Are you low self-esteem and you need to be affirmed by the world when you need to find self-esteem? That's why it's called self-esteem. Cat Williams made a joke years ago about it. Self-esteem doesn't have to do anything with how someone feels about you. It has everything to do with how you feel about you. And that affects the persona that you send out to the world. Again, self-esteem does not have to do with what others feel about you. It has to do with what you feel about you. And that will affect the persona that you send out to the world. I'm excited for the nuggets of truth that have been deposited from y'all listening to this. I'm excited that we are growing in different topics and we're diving into the uncomfortable just so we can become more comfortable in our skin. Let me repeat, we're diving into uncomfortable topics so that we become more comfortable in our own skin. This concludes Sexuality versus Identity. ER Emotional Response Podcast. Tune in next week as we dive into another topic.